So here it is in all its glory. I've got the front light set to this flicker mode, so the cars can more easily detect me while I'm on the road, because one thing is for sure is that the vehicles in the traffic don't take you seriously with one of these. Okay, so this is a Nanrobot D6 Plus, as I already mentioned. It's a dual motor, total of 2000 watt power scooter. One engine in the front wheel and another engine in the rear wheel. Backlights, side lights, indicator switch, a horn. That's the digital speedometer, the turbo switch, and the dual and single switch for using one or two motors. That's an optionally installed dash cam, which comes in very handy in heavy urban traffic to record incidents, and actually it helped me a lot when you get into situations that you don't know why that happened. After analysing the video footage, gives you an idea and some answers. That's the voltage meter. Now I've just recently rolled out this morning about 20 minutes ago, and it was a full charge up to 58.8, 58.9. That's the maximum charge I managed to get. So it's on 57 at the moment, after roughly about 10-15 minutes ride, covering about 5 miles to downtown Budapest here, the legal district, the Supreme Court building there. Okay, so let me just give you some details on this scooter of mine. It has 3 gears. Obviously each gear is set to a certain speed limit. Since I've been using it for 18 months and covered over 2,700 kilometers on it, I use it in 3rd gear. Obviously as a beginner I tended to use it in 1st or 2nd gear. Now range wise, it depends on how you drive. Budapest, or Pest side in Budapest, is flat. I use it mainly in Pest, on roads like this, and actually I tend to use it in 3rd gear nowadays, and don't mind using the speed, because that's another issue I've came across, is that if you tend to ride the scooter as a bicycle or just like a slow vehicle, then people tend to consider you as an obstruction of traffic. However, if you exploit the speed performance of this power scooter, I mean, it can go up to 60. I've managed to get up to 61 yesterday. Then you can participate in traffic pretty much like any other vehicle. Since the speed limit in your urban areas here is 50, that shouldn't be a problem. But still, you get the odd horns on you sometimes, because they don't appreciate that you're riding in front of them. And yeah, nowadays people tend to be very impatient. So that's an optional case I bought. I'm going to switch off the dash cam, don't need it now. Actually, I'm going to switch off the scooter. You get 2 keys with it, and I have a Airbus lock, because I always lock it just to avoid surprises. This version is equipped with standard disc brakes. I could have gone for the option of hydraulic brakes, but tend to be more conservative in that area. There you go. Still the original discs. I've managed to worn off a couple of brake pads so far, but then again, with brake pads and with heavy usage, that is something you have to consider. 10-inch wheels with sort of rucked tyres, outer tyres. It's an inner tube tyre. First couple of months I managed to get quite a few back and front flats, but I hadn't had one since, well, can't even remember. You can get the slime liquid that you can fill into the inner tube, which gives you more protection on the road. That's the flats. Actually this one's a bit dirty now. I usually go to the garage to clean it with high pressured water. It seems to be waterproof. I use it non-stop, winter, summer, rain, winter, snow, and it seems to be fine. Yeah, there's still the original tyres on it. The Nanrobot D6 Plus is a heavy roller. It is roughly around 40 kilograms, and it is heavy. It's not something you just chuck under your arm and run up the stairs with. But then again, you get a pretty serious, powerful roller. Manufactured in China, and it seems to be quite solid. Okay, as to range, let's get back to that subject. Well, I have a full charge in the morning, and I tend to use it all day in Budapest, and I do use it, cover about 30 miles each day, roughly, and it seems to be okay for the whole day. But every night I need a recharge. Now, depending on how you ride it, depending on how you drive your car, as to fuel consumption, you can get much more out of it. From the 1st of January 2022, the new traffic laws here in Hungary will classify electric rollers as low performance and high performance. I haven't seen the legislation yet, but it seems to be the speed that's going to put you in one of those categories. Now, if you ride this D6 Plus on, say, 25 kilometers per hour average speed, you can get much more distance coverage. You can go up to 50 miles, I suppose. I haven't actually had the time and patience to test the exact range, but in everyday normal average usage, I tend to be okay with a full charge for a day's work with it. Servicing is, well, there are a couple of electric roller services here in the city. I tend to fix everything myself if I can. I mean, it takes you about 20 minutes to disassemble the rear or front wheel, to change an inner tube, say, for instance. It takes about 10 minutes to change the brake pads. You see the brake pads there seem to be still okay. You've got this mud guard that keeps the mud off your back, somewhat keeps it off, especially in rainy seasons. It comes in handy. But going higher speeds, you get mud on your back. It doesn't completely protect you from getting dirty. You've got the grip tape, still the original grip tape, no worries there. Under that pad with the grip tape on it, you have the battery, the controllers and wiring. As to mountings and bolts, there seem to be 2 or 3 size Allen keyed mountings. I usually carry a set of Allen keys with me. So you've got a set there, but you probably need only 2. Nanrobot did support or supply, a set of tools, but I don't use that anymore. Okay, so that's the Nanrobot D6 Plus 2000 watt dual engined power scooter from China. Retailed about $1,600 back in midsummer 2020. It's about 16 to 20 centimeters from the ground, so you can use it off-road. It's calibrated to 150 kilograms, so it won't take 2 full adults, but I take my children to school on it. I take them in turns. Can't have both of them on it. I'm 110 kilos. They're 8 and 7 years old, so weigh about 30 kilos, so getting the 2 of them on would be too much. But it's fun with one kid. They sit, will pretty much stand in front of you. They hold on to the handlebar there. You're behind them. Always wear protection gear. I've got one of those bike helmets, but I should get a proper cross helmet to cover my chin and face. No serious accidents yet, but I've seen some bad footage on injuries, so be careful with it, riding it, and have some fun. And vote for me. Thanks.